This episode is brought to you by FX's The Beauty Official Podcast. Join host Evan Ross Katz on the official podcast for FX's hottest new series, The Beauty, taking you behind the scenes with its amazing stars as they discuss the show's most jaw-dropping moments. Featuring Evan Peters, Anthony Ramos, Jeremy Pope, Ashton Kutcher, Rebecca Hall, Bella Hadid, Meghan Trainor, Isabella Rossellini, Jessica Alexander, and Ari Grainer. Search FX's The Beauty wherever you listen to podcasts.
And now, listen to this on the Toddcast podcast.
Any MMA fight fan will know Bruce Buffer as the voice of the Octagon for UFC events. It's time! We all know his catchphrase. Bruce is also the president and CEO of the Buffer Partnership, which is also the home to Bruce's half-brother, boxing and pro wrestling ring announcer Michael Buffer. It's pretty cool that they both do ring announcing. Bruce is no stranger to fighting. He holds a black belt in Tang Soo Do and has fought as a kickboxer as well. You've seen him host all UFC fights since UFC 13 back in 1997. More on that in just a sec. Beyond the fights, Bruce is a world-rated poker player on the pro circuit. He was at the televised table at the World Series of Poker main event in 2005 and 2007. And this is cool. The Luxor in Las Vegas named their poker room after Buffer in 2010. And when Bruce was a guest, he shared the story of his road to the UFC. So listen to this.
Well, that's a long story in itself. It's one of the reasons I wrote my book, It's Time, that Random House honored me by publishing, because I wanted to put everything in writing and remember the things that I forgot over the years, because I probably forgot more than I can remember. But, in the early days, watching Michael do his thing, I always had an ambition to be a ring announcer and do the work because I enjoyed public speaking. But I owned two companies, and I was very successful in my companies I was in, but I wasn't passionate about what I was doing. And it was around 1992 that I had an epiphany that this is what I wanted to pursue, and the only way to do it was to go into it full time. So I did that by selling both companies, quitting with the money I had in the bank, taking over Michael's career, managing his career, and becoming partners in everything we did with the trademark, which I the phrase, which I trademarked properly to make sure that it was protected. And then set forth on that adventure, and we agreed I wouldn't do boxing, and I said, that's okay, something will come along. And lo and behold, the UFC came along, and it took me about a year and a half to work my way into that position. You always got to, ask for the job, go for it, and, set out to achieve your goals, which is exactly what I did. And I celebrated 20 years in the Octagon just last February, actually.
Listen to this on the Toddcast podcast is brought to you by Tedco RV Supplies in Langley, an ICBC-approved repair shop. Visit them on Facebook and Twitter at Tedco RV Supplies.
The Regency era. You might know it as the time when Bridgerton takes place, or the time when Jane Austen wrote her books. But the Regency era was also an explosive time of social change, sex scandals, and maybe the worst king in British history. And on the Vulgar History podcast, we're going to be looking at the balls, the gowns, and all the scandal of the Regency era. Vulgar History is a women's history podcast, and our Regency era series will be focusing on the most rebellious women of this time. That includes Jane Austen herself, who is maybe more radical than you might have thought. We'll also be talking about queer icons like Anne Lister, scientists like Mary Anning and Ada Lovelace, as well as other scandalous actresses, royal mistresses, rebellious princesses, and other lesser-known figures who made history happen in England in the Regency era. Listen to Vulgar History wherever you get podcasts.
For 8 years, we've been asking the same question over and over again. How did this happen? My name's Mandy.
And I'm Melissa, and we're the hosts of Moms and Mysteries, the true crime podcast with over 55 million downloads.
We're two Florida moms who are obsessed with mysteries. Each week, we do deep dives into fascinating true crime stories.
We cover everything from infamous cases like Casey Anthony
to the bizarre and complex crimes right here in our home state, like the shocking murder of FSU professor Dan Markell.
We bring you the facts, but with warmth and wit you'd only get from two friends who have been hooked on mysteries since childhood.
Join us for new episodes of Moms and Mysteries every Tuesday and Thursday.
Listen to Moms and Mysteries on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast.
Oh, please, not that music. That music gives me nightmares from my childhood.
Could we get something a little bit lighter, some lighter music here?
Are you a fan of true crime TV shows?
And what about Unsolved Mysteries, the show that jump-started all of our love of true crime?
I'm Ellen Marsh.
And I'm Joey Taranto.
And we host I Think Not, a true crime comedy podcast covering some of the wildest stories from your favorite true crime campy TV shows all the way to unsolved mysteries.
Baby, you will laugh, you will cry, you'll think about true crime in a whole new way, and you'll also ask yourself, who gave these people mics?
New episodes of I Think Not are released every Wednesday with bonus episodes out every Thursday on Patreon.
And every Monday, you can listen to our True Crime Rundown, where we go over the top true crime headlines of the week.
So come and join us wherever you listen to your podcasts.